Welcome, everyone. It's good to see you again. How have you been? Hello.
Morning, mister.
Probando, probando. Uno, dos, probando. Okay. Actually, my dear student, the first homework is ready. Okay. You're going to find out the first homework in the EduBox platform. All right. So as soon as you can see, we're going to solve the last problem. This is going to be a little review of all the concepts that we learned in the entire 2 weeks. Okay. One of them we have, according to what the problem says, the following table represents the final science grades of ninth grade students. All right. In this table, as soon as you can see, we have this is distributed like kind 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10 classes, okay? 10 classes. And we have this is the class in the class interval, as soon as you can see, right? And we have the number of students, okay? The 50, 54, 55, 59, 60, 64, 65, 69, 70, 74, 75, 79, 80, 84, 85, 89, 994, and 95 with 99, okay? So what they're asking for in this, in the quantity of students, 1, 2, 11, 10, 12, 21, 6, 9, 4, and 4. Okay, so if we add the quantity number of students, we have 80 students, all right? So what the problem they're asking for? One of the third thing that they're asking for is find the central tendency measures, obviously for grouping data, mean, median, and mode. We're going to create the histograms, I mean, the absolute frequency histograms and the warhead histograms. You know, remember this is the warhead histograms is provided by the accumulate frequency, okay? And the polygonal frequency, this they're going to grab the polygonal frequency when we create the histograms, okay? And finally, we can create the circular diagram, all right? According with the circular diagram, my dear students, did you see the videos and send you WhatsApp group, how to graph the circular diagram? Okay, well, in that case, that will be easy for you because this can get a little bit complicated to show you how we can get the measures with the distance with the camera. But in that video, that will be easy for you to how to you're supposed to move your protector. It could be clockwise or counterclockwise. You can start for the smaller one or the bigger one. As soon as you can see, there is no specific order and create or graph the circular diagram, okay? But before to complete the letter A, B, and C, make sure we have to complete the table because we have only two things. We have the class interval and we have the absolute frequency, okay? So what values are missing? One of these, the missing values or the first missing values that we have in this column, we're going to add the class mark. Remember, the class mark or mark of the class. Remember, we have the classes. We have to add the superior and inferior intervals and divide it by 2 to obtain every result. That will be useful because when they multiply the number of students with the class mark, that will be easy for us at the moment who we have to calculate the arithmetic mean. For example, in the first one, 50 plus 54 divided by 2. And the first one, the class mark will be 52 in the first one, okay? Second one, we have 55 plus 59 divided by 2, we got 57. 57, okay? 60 plus 64 divided by 2, we had 62. With at least with the first three numbers, you can see the pattern or the class interval or amplitude, the amplitude or width of the class. That's supposed to be 5 units because if you see, we started from 52. Item 5, 57. Item 5 will be 62. So if you wish, you can continue taking the average of these numbers or following the pattern. My advice, this time we can follow the pattern. I mean, this value will be 65. How do I know? Simple. If you are not, make sure, just add 65 plus 69 divided by 2, and you're going to see, oh, 67, sorry. Sorry, my mistake, 5 units, okay? 2727, for that reason, 72, 77, 82, 87, 92, 97, all right? Questions on the dashboard or everything is clear? All claro?
Yes.
All right then. Now, let's adding the quantity of the, no necesita añadirlo, porque es el producto de estos dos. Because we have the frequency and the class mark, the next column will be the product between the absolute frequency, that will be this one, by the class mark, or class mark times absolute frequency. I mean, xm times f or f times xm, it doesn't matter, all right? So let's continue. Basically, the most important thing before to answer the questions is complete the table with the required values, okay? So, the first one will be 52 because 1 times 52 is 52. The second one, 57 times 2 will be equal 114. 114. 62 times 11 will be 682. 682. 10 times 67, that will be 670. Okay. 12 times 72, that will be 864. 864. 21 times 77 will be equal 1,617. Sorry, 1,617. 6 times 82 will be 492. 492. Another one. 9 times 87 will be 783. 783. Another one. 4 times 92, that will be 368. 368. And also 4 times 97, 388. Okay. Now, because we know the quantity of students, now we're going to add what will be the final product between the class mark and the frequency, the absolute frequency or the quantity of students. Because at the moment we need to calculate the mean, the median, and mode. Actually, in the arithmetic mean will be easier for us to take that quantity and divide it by 80. Okay, so 52 plus 114 plus 682 plus 670 plus 864 plus 1,617 plus 492 plus 783 plus 368 plus 388. The answer will be 6,030. All right. 6,030. Okay. We are completing this table. Remember, Now we have the interval class, absolute frequency, class mark, the product between the class mark and the absolute frequency. Now let's going to obtain the accumulate frequency, meaning the capital F, the capital F. Mhm. Why is useful? Well, remember because in the
The first
absolute,
number of the accumulate frequency is always the same number
you're
of the
right,
frequency.
exactly. The first number of the frequency will be always the first number of the absolute frequency. You're right. Well, in the second one, we're going to add 1 plus 2 will be 3. 3 plus 11 will be 14. 14 times plus 10 will be 24. Plus 12, that will be 36. 36. 36 plus 21 will be 757, right? 57. 57 plus 6 will be 63. Plus 9, 72. 72 plus 4 will be 76. And finally, 76 plus 4, that will be 80. Remember, the last number in the accumulate frequency that's supposed to match in with the addition of the absolute frequency. Okay. Now, before to proceed central tendency measures, let's complete with the next two columns because we're going to be prepared to try to graph the circular diagram also. What will be the new column that we're going to add to this table? What will be? Any idea?
Relative frequency and number of.
Relative, exactly, the relative frequency and the number of degrees, or right? So the relative frequency and the another one will be the number of degrees, the number of degrees. Well, if you saw the video, there are two ways how we can find out the frequency, the relative frequency. Remember the relative frequency, you can express that answer in decimals or in percentage if you wish, right? So how do you like to express the answer, decimals or percentage?
Percentage.
Okay, then. So the only thing that we have to do is divide every quantity of students divided by the total value of the students. Okay, for example, in the first one, 1 divided by 80 multiplied by 100, the first one will be 1.21, sorry, 1.25%. Okay, this is going to be the first answer. The second one, divide 2 divided by 80, and the result multiplied by 100 will be 2.50 or 2.5. I'm going to use 50 because I really want to maintain the order with the percentage, okay? 11 divided by 80 will be times 100% will be 13.75%. 13.75%. Next one, 10 divided by 80 times 100. The answer was, the answer will be 12.5, right? Or 12.50. All right, 12.50%. Next one, 12 divided by 80 times 100. The answer will be 50%. Okay, I mean 50.00%. Continue. 21 divided by 80 times 100. will be equal to 26.25%. Okay. Next one is 6 divided by 80 multiplied by 100 will be 7.50. All right. Next one, 9 divided by 80 times 100. The answer will be 11.25%. And finally, 4 divided by 80 multiplied by 100, that will be 5%. 5% here and 5% here. If you really need to know if you're doing well or grant that situation, the addition of these percentage numbers, that's supposed to give us 100%. Or just in case you're using decimal numbers, the answer that's supposed to be 1. Okay, let's check the answer. 1.25 plus 2.50 plus 13.75 plus 12.50 plus 50 plus 26.25 plus 7.50 plus 11.25 plus 5 plus 5. The answer will be 100%. Okay? 100%. Okay, now the quantity degrees. How we can find out the quantity degrees? Mhm,
Multi-
mhm. Multiply what? Remember, to find the
multiplying the 360 degrees times
every percentage
yes.
number. Perfect, excellent. So, or if you, yeah, exactly. So, what we're going to do? Simple. The first one, 1.16 times 3.1. In the first one, what will be the value? That will be 4.54, right? Or no? Did you get the answer? ¿Te dio esa respuesta?
Yes, only that I put 4.5 with one decimal, but yes.
All right. So continue with the next one. Another one will be 9 degrees. Well, we're going to use 4.5 degrees, okay? What's going to give in one decimal number? That will be easier for us. The another one will be 9.0 degrees. The next one will be will be 49.5. 49.5. Another one will be 45 degrees. The next one will be 54 degrees. 54 degrees. 26.25. Will be 94.5. 94.5. Another one will be 27 degrees. 27 degrees. 40.5. And 18 degrees with 18 degrees. The addition, that's supposed to give us 360 degrees. Mhm. Let's check the answer. Always check the answer. 4.5 plus 9 plus 49.5 plus 45 plus 54 plus 94.5 plus 27 plus 40.5 plus 18 plus 18. So the answer will be 360 degrees. Okay, so my dear students, we have the complete table. Okay, so in this situation, we are fully prepared. How, in this situation, how we're going to, at the moment, we're going to write or calculate the mean, the median, and the mode. Remember, to calculate the arithmetic mean, I mean the central tendency measures in the letter A. By the way, do we have some time yet, right or no? Yeah, we have time. Oh, but my computer won't is going to die. Hold on. Tenemos tiempo porque esto es hasta las 8:30. Sí, hay tiempo. Pero la computadora no la tiene porque va a morir si no la conecto. Permítame un segundito. Okie dokie. Yeah. Yeah, better. Okay, let's continue. In the arithmetic mean, remember the arithmetic mean that will be equal the addition between the product, the class mark, multiplied by the frequency, divided by the total number of data. This is going to be the arithmetic mean. Simple merely words, we're going to divide 6,030 divided by 80, okay? For that reason, the arithmetic mean will give us by divided by 80, 75.38. 75.38. Okay, this is going to be the arithmetic mean. Now let's talk about with the median. Remember to calculate the median. The median, the given formula is given by the lower limit plus the amplitude or width of the class multiplying by and over to subtracting the cumulative frequency sub divided by the frequency of the median. Okay? Remember, before to apply that formula, we have to determine what will be the position of the median. Remember, if the quantity of students in this equation, we have an even number, the position of the median will be determined by dividing n over 2. Okay, but just in case, we don't have we don't have a even number, we have an odd number. The only thing that we have to do, the only thing that we have to do in that situation will be adding +1. For example, if instead to have 80, we have 81, we have to add one singular number that will be 82 divided by 2. All right. So what will be the position of the median? The position of the median will be determined in that position provided by the accumulated frequency. Remember, because if we divide 80 divided by 2 is 40. We have to look in for if we have 40 in the accumulate frequency. If we are so lucky and we have 40 in the accumulate frequency, you don't need to perform that formula because the answer always will be the superior limit. But as soon as you can see that most of these problems, we have to do it because it's barely, so barely or kind of weird that we matching accumulate frequency, okay? So because 80 is an even number, the position is 40. We have to looking for number greater than 40, but at the same time, it approaches to the number 40, where in the column of the accumulated frequency. As soon as you can see, the numbers greater than 40 are 57, 63, 72, 76, and 80. But the number who is approaches to the number 40 obviously will be 57. It's greater than 40, but it's the near value or the value whose approaches. Okay, for that reason, we're going to choose this road, the road in 57 over here. Okay, because 57 is the value whose approaches to the number 40. Okay, for that reason, the median will be given by the lower limit. As soon as you can see, is 75. Plus the amplitude of width plus, so you see what that was 5 points, right? 52, 57, 5, 57, 62, 5 points. For that reason, we're going to have 5. Open brackets or parentheses and divided by 2, 80 divided by 2 is 40. 40. And we're going to subtract the accumulated frequency located upward the chosen one. So the chosen one was 57. The accumulated frequency, the upward frequency was 36. For that reason, we're going to divide by 36 and divided by the frequency of the mean is obviously the frequency of the quantity student in this situation will be 21 because is the accumulated frequency, the absolute frequency located over here, all right? So what we're going to do, because we have the whole data, well, simple, the only thing that we have to do is solve the equation, okay? 40 minus 36 is 4 divided by 21, multiplied by 5, adding 75. For that reason, the result will be 75.95. Okay? 75.95. This is going to be the median. Okay? And now let's looking for the mode. Remember the mode, MO. The mode is given by lower limit plus C parentheses delta 1 over delta 1 plus delta 2. All right. Remember the mode, the concept of the mode or definition of the mode. Definition of the mode. Have a question over here. Yeah, go right ahead, Julio.
Mr. How is it that you find the one that says addition F sub
Okay.
in the median?
Okay. In the median, remember, we have to determine the position because this is an even number, 80. 80 divided by 2 is 40. Okay. Now you have to look in for in the column of the accumulate frequency, okay, the number who is greater than 40, but at the same time is approaches to the number 40. As soon as you can see, obviously 57, 63, 72, 76, and 80 are greater than 40, okay? However, we're going to looking for the greatest number next to 40. For that reason, we are choosing 57. Got it?
Yes, but is the one that says f sub is
Ah,
n
is
divided
that
by 2 minus addition of s sub f sub. How
okay?
do you
The
find f sub?
addition F sub, that means the accumulate frequency upward to the chosen one, the accumulated frequency that you chosen in the table. Okay? In simple merely
Okay.
words, you don't need to add. Just if you pick it up, 57, okay, the frequency all located over 57 will be 36. And that's it. This is the meaning of that
Uh,
situation. Okay?
okay.
Understood?
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
in the mode, remember the concept of the mode is the factor who is repeat at the most absolute frequency. I mean, in the most frequency, no accumulate frequency. So let's take a look in for the quantity of students and what will be the highest frequency value in the quantity of students. What will be the highest value?
21.
21. Okay. This is a merely coincidence because 21 is the factor who's repeat, is the data who's repeated the most frequency. Okay, so we're going to choose the same thing with the median. But this is a merely coincidence. Sometimes we have to choose another road. It's dependent, okay? Remember, to looking for the mode is the factor or the number whose repeat at the most frequency. In this case, is a merely coincidence that we're going to choose the same road that we choose in the median. For that reason, the only thing that we have to do is replace the values. Mode equals lower limit, you know, 75 plus 5, because remember 5 is the width class, and delta 1. How I'm going to calculate delta 1? Simple. Delta 1 will be calculated by the difference between the frequency, no accumulated frequency. I said frequency or absolute frequency. We have to subtract this absolute frequency by the upward frequency. Okay, so what is the value upward of 21?
12.
12. For that reason, if you subtract 21 minus 12 will be 9, right? For that reason, that's going to be the value of delta 1, 9 over 9 plus. What is the value of delta 2? Well, it's the opposite. It's the difference between the frequency minus the below frequency. What is the number below the number 2? Yes, so sorry, number 2, the number 21, sorry.
6.
6, well, subtract 21 minus 6, that will be 15, right? So this is going to be the value of delta 2, will be 15. And we are prepared to solve this formula, okay? Remember, 9 divided by 9 plus 15. The result multiplied by 5, adding 75 plus SD, and the answer will be 76.88. 76.88. Okay? 76.88. If you really want to make sure if you're doing well or you're doing wrong, the meaning of the mode, okay, the only thing that you have to do is check the class interval. The class interval between the numbers 75 and 79. And if you see the answer of the meaning is 75.95, is between this interval. And the mode 76.88 is between this interval. That means we are doing well. The answer is correct, okay? So now the next step, we are fulfilled the letter A. Now the letter B, we're going to graph the histograms. Okay. I'm going to copy the label over here. I don't know if you finished copy that one or not yet. ¿Ya terminaron o todavía no?
Yes.
All right, then. I'm going to change the camera view. Let me know if you have some time. Oh, we got only 3 minutes. That's not will be enough. But remember, to create a histograms, I'm going to show you only the beginning of the problem. Again, now they're going to label like the name, like a histogram, histogram of science class, science class, ninth grade, ninth grade, science class, final grades, ninth grade students. Okay, this is going to be the name of the histogram, right? Okay, and remember, we're supposed to get a graph, X and Y axis. In the y-axis, remember, because we're talking about absolute frequency histogram, the first one will be always the value of the frequency. I mean, the quantity of the students. And the x-axis will be located the class interval. I mean, because we have 10 units. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. We have the first one. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Bueno. Okay, I think this is going to be a little bit longer. Okay, we have the history, all right? Just to explain you already, okay? In the x-axis will be the class interval, 50, 54, 60, 50, 54, 55, 55, 59, 70, 60, sorry, 64, 65, 69, 65, 69, 70, 74, 75, 79, 80, 84, 84, 85, 90, no, 85, 80, 89, sorry, 90, 94, and 95 until 99. All right. And let's going to drop the frequency. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. What else? 21, right? 21. Okay. Remember the label. I have a question over here. Oh, the class is over, right? Okay, then. We're going to leave the class into this part. Just remember, in the x-axis, that will be the the grades, the grades, okay? And on the y-axis, that will be number of students, okay? Just to show you that idea. Now, we got with, this is going to be your duty. Yeah, Julio?
Mr. In the homework, the first two exercises, we don't need to do the frequency table, right?
Right,
Only in the
you're
last
right.
one.
Only the last one. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then. Okay, guys, if you don't have questions, you're dismissed. Okay, guys, bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Mister.
Mister.
Bye-bye, so long. Take care of yourself.
Bye, Mister.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mr.
Bye-bye.